All right, we're going to add some effects to our little episode here. Here's what we got. And a lot of improvements can be made. The first thing is I want to add a pad sound, so I'm going to search for pad. Under my clips, this pad C1 Sarong drone is something that came right up because I was looking at it just before I started recording. Okay, and it sounds terrible, but that's why I'm going to use it. I'm going to drag it out to an open field and cut it into the piece, just like so, and turn the volume down right there. Okay, and what I want to do is show you side chaining. It's a big deal in computer-based music, dance music, and it's going to give us that pump, that hiss. So in the browser under Audio Effects, this is a compressor. I'm just going to drag one in right to that Sarong drone. And the real catcher here is that right here is a little disclosure arrow. I'm going to open this. And for clarity's sake, I'm going to touch the kick drum, Command R, rename, return. Now I go back to my drone, and in this area called sidechain, I turn this on and I put input from BB Kick. Okay, I'm going to solo this. And what do I see here bumping along? It's the kick. And if I open up this little headphone, you can hear it. So basically, I'm routing the signal of this kick through the compressor to this pad. Okay, and just take it slow and go back if you need to. What I want to do is get this pad to pump a little bit. And I'm going to do that by dragging the threshold down. Release. Even more, drag up the ratio. Okay, and just to make a point, I'm going to select that compressor, right click and say copy, and I'm going to use it to manage some of these tracks here. So I've got the number 4 shaker selected. I right click, say paste, and it's going to pop in the same way. Okay, let's see how this can pop a little bit. And all this is doing is getting everything off of that kick drum. Okay, the other big problem with this track is this bass is way too boomy. So I'm going to go get an EQ8 and I'm going to drag that on top of the bass. And I'm going to select in the very bottom node a super steep high pass, they call it. I just call it a bass cut. And while we're playing, I'm going to get this synth bass up above this kick. I'll solo them both by command selecting the solo button. Get a little more pop in the top. And the more I sweep up on one, and if I listen to it in context, makes it nice and tight. Whereas if it's bypassed, and adding audio effects and doing all this stuff is simply getting something to sit in the track. And I'm going to add a compressor after it because we can. Compression, go study up on it. It's used on almost everything in modern music. I'm going to dry wet, half and half the dry signal with the compressed. And you may not be able to hear it, but okay, on this snare, Command R rename. Let us add some reverb. I'm going to go to just the reverb itself, and I can select a patch by clicking this button here. It's the Hot Swap preset button. This is going to roll me through different presets. I like that just fine. And then lastly, one of these tracks is bugging me. This one. So this crap track, I'm going to crap it up even more by using a redux. Right there, I can drag it onto that. I can drag it onto the clip, or I can drag it into the effects clip window. Okay, and without even hearing it, I know that I want to gate this effect. A gate is something that allows us to move sounds in and out based on this floor. Trying to get it a little more distinct. And then remember my compressor that I sidechained. I'm going to make sure it's in my clipboard. Then I'm going to go to my crappy new shaker and make that in there as well. I'm not convinced, but you get the idea about adding effects. I can literally get in here and experiment ad infinitum and totally screw up a track. In fact, some stuff just gets better the harder you spank it. If you don't want it, make sure it's selected, just delete, maybe a little bit of chorus. And don't forget panning. And then the all-important auto filter. Here I might need to grab a couple of patches to see what stuff sounds like. I did that with this X button, the Hot Swap preset button. Cool, so the track sounds like this, just all the elements. Okay, and I can't help myself. This one is off so bad. And I'm going to just put the envelope on, select B, and drop the volume out right there. Tighten up this grid to 30 seconds. Just drop it. Cool. All right, in the next tutorial, let's convert an audio clip to